Hello and welcome to Stratford, welcome to the Olympic Stadium and welcome to Monster Jam 2023.
In the mid-70s, if I said to you monster truck, you'd think of a blue American Ford pickup with massive wheels called Bigfoot that crushed cars. However, by 1992, a new motorsport using this style of truck was introduced, and Monster Jam was born. At about 11 feet tall and 12 foot wide, themed as anything from a giant fish through to bulls, dogs and even a gravedigger, plus a 1,500 horsepower engine that gets through 3 gallons of fuel a minute, these things are hard to miss. It created great entertainment, and soon TV shows and toys were exported and the whole extravaganza went global. This year Monster Jam have joined forces with Marvel to introduce 4 new trucks that were unveiled at the London Olympic Stadium 10 days ago. Iron Man, Thor, Black Panther and the Amazing Spiderman have been turned into monster trucks and were going into battle against the legendary Gravedigger, El Toro Loco, Max D and Megalodon in an afternoon of high-octane freestyle skills and racing competitions. But rather than me tell you about it, let's ask one of the drivers.
I'm joined here by Bari Musawwir, who's just unveiled his new truck, Black Panther. Nice to see you, Barry. What do you think of your new car?
I love it. You know, this is actually my first time seeing it other than the rendering, so I didn't want to look at it beforehand. I wanted to get my natural reaction the first time I saw it, and I absolutely love it. I think the designers knocked it out of the park. Couldn't think of a better place to debut it than here in London.
Why did you get into monster trucks and Monster Jam? How did it all come about? It's not something you just sort of, oh, I know, I've got an idea, I'll just drive one of these around for a while.
Yeah, no, my mom took me to my first Monster Jam. I was 6 years old, and I knew at that moment, at the tender age of 6 years old, that I knew I wanted to drive a Monster Jam truck. So I got involved with radio-controlled cars at an early age, and then we actually had an RC competition, fast forward several years, at the home of the Gravedigger Monster Jam truck, which is pretty much the most famous truck in the world. And the creators of Monster Jam said, man, if you can drive an RC truck that good, you could probably drive the real deal. So they gave me a shot at test field. A week later, I was living out a childhood dream.
Oh, wow.
But it took 4 years to be hired on professionally before I got my chance. And here I am 13 years in, still living a childhood dream.
How different is it to driving a normal car? I mean, if I go and get in it now, am I going to be able to drive down the road?
It's fairly easy to drive it, but you would not like the fuel mileage. The gas mileage will take you out. You won't get very far, but they make a lot of horsepower. 1,500 horsepower. That's what we need to jump these trucks 20 to 30 feet in the air, though.
And when you jump them through the air, what's going through your mind?
Yeah, you just want to make sure you're controlling the truck in the air. There's a way you can control these trucks and how they fly with the throttle rhythm and the brake patterns that you use. So there's a lot that goes into it. You're not just shooting from the hip. You're actually technically driving, and it's I call it controlled chaos, because it's literally like driving a roller coaster.
Barry, good luck on Saturday.
Thank you.
I will be watching from the stands.
All right.
I will see you there.
there.
Thank you ever so much. Bye-bye.
Thank you. All right.
Needless to say, London's Monster Jam was spectacular, and Barry put on an amazing show, as did the rest of the drivers. But I'm not going to tell you where he came. If you want to know the final result, check out monsterjam.com and see highlights of the day, plus find out more about the trucks, the drivers, and where you can catch them live soon.